look very handsome and very fit.
Well, why not? I soaked up enough sunshine in Haiti while I was getting the divorce.
Ah, good old Haiti. I've been through that scene myself, you know.
Yeah. Quick and painless, huh?
Well.
Celia, I've changed my will. I had my New York attorney take care of it while, just after I got back from Haiti, and, well, I just think you should know.
You came all the way here to tell me about your divorce?
Well, I really wanted to talk to you about my will. You, are my sole heir once again. Everything is back to the old status quo. Well, doesn't that, elicit a tiny little smile?
I love you, Dad. Well, I've missed you. You know that?
Yes. Honey, I just want you to enjoy your life. While I can still enjoy your pleasure, I'm going to increase your yearly trust fund, a very substantial increase. And if that doesn't put a smile on your face, then nothing will.
I'm smiling.
Now tell me, where's Jimmy Lee? I want to congratulate him on your wedding.
He'll be thrilled that he isn't here.
Well, can't you get a hold of him? I'd like to at least say hello to him before I have to head back to New York.
No, he's in Brazil. He's in Sao Paulo.
Brazil? Well, why aren't you with him?
It isn't a pleasure trip, unfortunately. Jimmy Lee suffered a severe financial setback, and he's in Brazil trying to recoup his losses as quickly as possible.
Well, see, do you get him right back here with you, because he's not going to have a financial problem anymore.
Alan, we have got a great big problem.
Hang on, I'm still trying to sort this out. Number one, Quentin is divorced. Celia has regained her inheritance. Celia is going to Brazil. Now what?
Our plans get shot to kingdom come, that's what. From now on, Jimmy Lee and Celia are going to be financially independent. Once she tells them about the good fortune, well, we've lost our man in Sao Paulo. Then how the hell are we going to beat out Donnelly?
Jimmy Lee's not responsible. We'll have to hire somebody else. I mean, you've got connections.
Alan, will you please think? It's not just that Jimmy Lee will no longer need our money. He's got his own bankroll to muscle in on our deal. He's already got the inside track. He could cut us out completely.
You're right.
Well, of course I'm right. Quentin's brought us right to the brink of disaster in this game with Donnelly.
So what do you think we ought to do?
I don't know, but I'm not going to let all my time and effort go down the drain.
You have a solution already?
Well, of course not. But you can bet I am working on it.
No problem. Besides, it's probably just as well for my diet that I missed a dinner or two.
Coffee, Dr. Quartermaines.
What? Oh, thank you. Hello?
Monica, it's Sean. You finished your business at the hospital tonight?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, that's good, because I've finished my business as well. Got a few matters I'd like to talk over with you now.
Well, what exactly do you mean?
What is going on, Monica? I don't deserve this cold shoulder you've been giving me recently.
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it.
I can't talk now. I will talk to you later. Good night.
I've got an update for you on this Brazil matter.
Oh, are you sure you want to trust such information with an incompetent wife?
What do you mean?
Well, how do you know I won't just scamper over to Sean Donnelly's? After all, according to you, he's just been using me, and I didn't have the good sense to realize it.
After you left the house, Quentin and Celia had a grand reconciliation. Quentin has divorced his new wife. Celia is now the sole inheritor of his fortune, and she is also going to get a huge annual income. You know what that means?
Well, obviously, yes, it does mean. It means that you and Edward are not going to be financially responsible for Jimmy Lee and Celia anymore.
That's right. Jimmy Lee and Celia are no longer beholden to us, which means that Jimmy Lee can pursue taking over Donnelly's interest on his own while he is there in Brazil.
Well, that makes sense.
It makes sense. It's a disaster, Monica. Celia has already made plans to go to Sao Paulo to tell Jimmy Lee the news herself. My father's absolutely beside himself.
And so are you, obviously.
Of course I am. I don't understand why you're not shocked or anything else.
Because, Alan, if the situation was reversed, wouldn't you and Edward do exactly the same thing to Jimmy Lee?
What does that have to do with anything, Monica? Of course we would do that. It's business, whatever works.
And every man for himself, right?
Yes, exactly.
Dr. Alan Quartermaines.
Oh, gosh. Look, I'll be home late tonight. Don't wait up for me.
things are happening rather fast and furious, and I thought I'd better warn you.
All right, fine, but why don't we take care of our personal business first?
No. No, this is much more important. You see, it's, well, we're on the brink of losing Jimmy Lee as a conduit between you and the Quartermaines.
How so?
Well, it seems that, Celia has just been reinstated by her father. She's now an heiress again. You see, Quentin had remarried, apparently very young, gold digger, I don't know what. But he finally figured that out, and he has now divorced her.
So that puts Jimmy Lee in the driver's seat financially, huh?
Yeah, and he's going to know this very shortly because Celia's going to tell him in person.
She's going to Brazil?
Yes, she is. So much for Edward's plan of let's destroy Sean Donnelly. Because both Edward and Alan know right now that their plan's gone. And it's just a matter of time before Jimmy Lee takes over.
Yeah, but I feel the same way that Edward and Alan do. I need Jimmy Lee there as their conduit. I don't want to cut the Quartermaines out of the picture.
What are you going to do?
You just watch me. You just watch me. Operator. Yes, give me a Brazil. Yes, that's right. The same number in Sao Paulo. Right. Right. Person to person to Dmitri Cassadine. Dmitri? This is Sean. I have some additional instructions for you, my friend. It seems that the logistics around here have changed, so I'm counting on you.
Are you trying to tell me that you couldn't come up with the money for me to get those estate papers?
No. The money's already been sent to you. Now, it's Jimmy Lee Holt that you have to worry about. He'll be in a position now to cut the Quartermaines out of their own deal if we don't stop him.
How can Jimmy Lee do that? The Quartermaines there are bankrolling him.
He doesn't need the Quartermaines anymore. His wife, Celia, will be bankrolling him from now on. So Pilar's job is to stop Mr. Holt from learning that Celia has fresh financing.
Mm-hmm. And how could Pilar do that?
She'll just have to come up with some kind of problem between Mr. and Mrs. Holt. Celia should be there shortly. Seems that she sent Jimmy Lee a wire earlier today. So it's Pilar's job to make sure that he never hears word of the announcement of her arrival.
I get the picture.
Okay. All the other previous instructions stand. Also tell Pilar that she has to keep Jimmy Lee's mind off those assay papers. Good luck. Done.
Sean, sooner or later, Jimmy Lee is going to find out from Celia what's happening. I mean, you cannot stall him forever.
Monica, what you just heard was step one of my plan.
Oh, you have it all worked out, how you're going to keep all the Quartermaines in their proper place, right?
Not completely. I know what has to be done, and I'll do it somehow.
I admire your confidence.
Thank you. That's enough business for tonight, huh? What about us? Tell you, I don't shake very easily, but you really shook me up before.
Why, when I told you I wanted to cool things?
Yeah, what was all that about?
It was all about getting scared. I thought things were going too fast, and I couldn't handle it.
So you decided to run away from me?
Yeah. No. I decided to go to my family. I was going to be safe. Even though I wanted to be with you.
So you want to throw our relationship right out the window, huh?
No, I don't want to do that. I thought I could just maybe slow down a little bit.
Slow down. In other words, you want it both ways.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I left here earlier.
How do you feel now?
Sean, I feel I've been living with the delusion that being a Quartermaine made it all very safe and sound. But as Alan has pointed out, there is no morality as far as business is concerned. And I think he believes the same thing as far as love.
All right, then where does that leave us?
But it leaves me right here with you where I want to be.